Although most of the stuff out there is taxed, but there is one thing that doesn't have any tax on it: subscribing to this channel. So please press the subscribe button and I'll pray that your tax refund is greater than the cost of hiring an accountant. Welcome to Wealthhead. This is the second video in my tax series. In the previous video, I talked about the tax brackets for tax year 2022, taxes for which are due in April 2023. But the question is, what date? Well, there are certain dates that we need to take care of when filing taxes. So in this video, we are going to talk about some of those important dates for individual taxpayers. So let's just directly get into it and start with the month of January. January 17th is the last day for individuals to pay the fourth installment of 2022 estimated taxes if they are not paying income tax through withholding. But what is tax withholding? Every time an employee gets paid, their employer withholds a certain percentage of their paycheck as income tax. This is then paid by your employer to the IRS. This withheld tax will show up on your pay stub, and the total amount deducted annually can be found on your W-2. So if your employer is withholding this amount from your salary, then you need not worry about this date. However, you don't have to pay this installment by January 17th if you file your 2022 tax return by January 31st. This makes 31st the next important date of January. Also, employers are supposed to provide you with your W-2s by January 31st. So make sure that you get them. In February, the only date that must be taken care of is for the people who were exempt from income tax withholding in 2022 and want to reclaim the exemption for 2023 as well. So you'll need to fill out a new W-4 form and give it to your employer if you want to reclaim this exemption. Of course, not everyone can claim an exemption. You must qualify for it. There's a certain qualification criteria for it, and let me know if you want me to make a video specifically on that. March is mostly the calm before the storm. So it's a good time to file taxes in order to not be stressed when the deadline is around. April is the most important month in the tax calendar. April 1st would be the deadline for first required minimum distribution, or RMD, by individuals who turned 72 in 2022. Well, in case you don't know, RMD is the amount of money that must be withdrawn from an employer-sponsored retirement plan or IRAs by owners of these accounts and qualified retirement plan participants. Then comes the D-Day, April 18th. For most people, April 18th is the last day to file a 2022 tax return, unless you file an application for an automatic 6-month extension with the IRS. This extension is also due on April 18th. Again, April 18 is the last day to file your 2022 income tax return and to pay any taxes that might be due. As I said earlier, this is also the last day to file Form 4868 to request 6-month income tax return filing extension. But please note that payment of tax is not extended. You must pay all your due taxes by this date. April 18th is also the last date to make 2022 contributions to your traditional or Roth IRAs. Yes, you can still add to your IRA contributions if you have not maxed them out in 2022, even if a 2022 income tax return extension is filed. This is also the last day to pay the first installment of 2023 estimated taxes if not paying income tax through withholding. So, these were the important tax deadlines for individual taxpayers. Keep following for more videos in this series and let me know if you want to watch a video on a specific topic. Stay safe and peace out.